Well, good evening, everyone. Steve Harkins here from the Rock and Roll Channel. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for this special edition on Talk Shop Live with John Corabi. We caught John just outside of Milan, Italy, at the recent Frontiers Music Fest as they celebrate the 30th anniversary. Now, John's latest album, New Day Live, signed CDs and 50 limited edition yellow and red sun vinyl available. That's also signed. That red and yellow vinyl is exclusive to Talk Shop Live as well. Just hit the shop button on Talk Shop Live. And with that, thanks for being here again. Buckle up and enjoy our exclusive conversation with the one, the only John Corabi. Let's roll the video.
Thank you, Steve. You made it very easy for me.
Hello, everybody. Steve Harkins, host of the Rock and Roll Channel on Talk Shop Live. I have the best job in the world because, man, I get to sit with some of the greatest musicians on the planet, but also some of the greatest people out there. This gentleman next to me happens to be one of those, John Corabi, and just absolutely thrilled to have you here once again. Thanks for continuing to take my phone calls. Not everybody does that.
I love it. I love it.
And listen, man, congratulations on New Day. I mean, one of my favorite records in years. I mean, you really delivered. And I have to ask you, now that you've had some time to, let it ferment out there and, the reviews are in, fans are responding, what's the feedback been for you?
It's honestly, it's been amazing. Actually, we came over here to Europe in February.
Yeah.
And I was a little nervous because the record was initially supposed to come out then. But we came over and there was a few songs that they did, videos and stuff for. And I was nervous because we had never been here as John Corabi and Friends. And there was no new music.
Right.
But we started playing the stuff and the songs they did here, they immediately were like, yes, awesome. And then the new stuff, there was a couple of songs like I did Good to Be Back Here Again. And
Nice.
And it went over great. So it's been awesome. Really good, really cool.
And I'm really excited too to know that you're doing some amazing things in the U.S. We've got you're playing with Tom Kiefer, for example.
Yeah.
And one of your bucket lists, every artist's bucket list, man, you're going to be at the Ryman, you said, for the second time?
Second time. Yeah, and I really do have to thank Tom Kiefer. Tom and I have known each other since, 1977, 78. We go way back to the Philadelphia cover club circuit.
Wow.
And then we're friends. He comes to my house. My wife's a hairdresser, so she cuts his hair, him and his wife. And he was laughing because I said, you haven't figured it out yet, but I'm a beneficiary of your success.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I love that.
He just laughed a little bit. So he took me on tour multiple times. And 2023, we did the Ryman. I just did an acoustic set, but we're going to do it again this year, May 29th, I think.
You can feel the ghost in that place. I mean, right? I mean, it's
so awesome. And everybody's cool. Like they've seen a million shows. There's no egos there. The house crew people are just awesome, and it's just standing on that stage. It's like I just sit there and go, where did Elvis stand again?
It's an out of body experience, right?
It is. It really is.
That's amazing. So you're going to be working this record, thankfully, for quite some time. And that's my cue also to remind all the fans that you can purchase copies of both the vinyl and New Day here in Talk Shop Live. And we'll keep selling it until there's no more to sell. But you're really committed to this project, as you should be.
Yeah, it's, the feedback that I've gotten has been amazing. All the reviews, I honestly, I don't think I've had if there is a negative review, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But everybody across the board, and like the one that we did with you, most of these people have followed my career, and they're just sitting there going, I remember the Scream and Motley and Union, but this is the best record you've ever done.
No doubt.
So I'm just, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. And let's talk about we talked about a little bit on our last show, but man, that writing process, I mean, you got this album out, but the writing process never stops, right? I mean, once you get an idea, you just have to you got to feed it.
Yeah,
right?
it was weird. Even the other day, again, I was just kind of sitting there and I playing around with my acoustic.
Yeah.
And oh, that's kind of cool.
Landed on something.
And I just record little snippets on my phone, and then I play them for Marty, and he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's, Marty's, it's weird though too, like a huge part of this is Marty understanding what I wanted to do,
Right.
allowing me to do it, but helping me. And I love writing with that guy. It's so effortless. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. I always say you can't manufacture chemistry. It's either there or it isn't.
Yeah, and it's just, even my wife, again, I think we talked about this on the show. I go, I'm really not emasculated, but my wife says, it's the weirdest thing. You and Marty together are just like magic.
Yeah.
Like you'll have an idea, or Marty will have an idea, and you come home and you play me these things that you finished, and they're awesome. So I'm excited about record number 2.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure it's
I'm
going to be
going full
better than
steam,
this
yeah.
if that's possible. Bar's pretty high, but
It's yes, I am a little nervous about that, but I think we can do it. I'm being positive, so it's all good.
we talked about this before, but I think it's really important. I'm always fascinated about that. What are the roots? I mean, your vocals are distinct, man, and they're passionate. And on this record in particular, I said it before. I let you serve the song, so it's not like, okay, you're just like one dimension. And there's like these nuances, in how you approached it, and you just want to revisit again, some of your influences when you were growing up. And is there anybody that inspires you today? I mean, that you stumble on?
I mean, obviously, my wheelhouse is all the '60s, '70s stuff.
Yeah.
To me, I say it all the time. The 15 years from when the Beatles did Rubber Soul to 1980 was just, when you think of all the different bands that we had, it was really eclectic, and that creative freedom that the bands had. And there was great stuff after 82, but that 15 years to me was like the most creative, just eclectic time. And
I agree.
But now, like, there's a few, like, I love, I'm having a brain fart right now, but the Rival Sons, the singer.
Oh, yeah. We just had him on. Yeah, he's amazing.
Insane.
That record, that solo record talking about. Yeah, it's like
he's brilliant. I love him.
We had him on, and he spent time out in the desert, sequestered, like by himself, in like an enclosed area, which I said, that sounds horrifying. To get it, just kind of dig deep, and he came out with this album. I'm not suggesting everyone does it.
The Jim Morrison thing, where it's like, he'd do like 3 tabs of acid and just go hang out in the desert for like 4 days, and then come home with 5 songs.
Right. But kids don't do that at home. But
don't do that at home. I love Blackberry Smoke Charlie.
He's amazing.
I've been talking with Charlie quite a bit now. And
any chance you might collaborate?
What's funny? I knew him. I didn't really know him that well, and I just took a shot on him playing guitar on Faith, Hope, and Love.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, dude, what do you charge for a session? And he goes, well, for who? And I said, for me, I'm doing a solo record, and I said, I got this song, and I think you'd be great on it. So he said, let me hear the song. So I sent him the song, and then he called me back 10 minutes later. He goes, dude, I love this song. I love the vibe, the meaning, the words. I'd be honored to play on this. He goes, you're John Corabi. Just give me a hug in public.
I love that.
So I love Charlie.
Sounds right.
But then he sent me the idea for that memory. And then he just texted me right before we came over here. And he goes, Crab, I love how that memory came out. It's so cool. We need to write some more.
That's
And
amazing.
I go, just give me a call. I'll get on my motorcycle and I'll come to you.
I love
So,
that.
Yeah.
There is hope for the future.
Yes.
Don't jump yet, please. So listen, again, I want to remind everybody, New Day is available. It's on vinyl. It's available on CD. All you have to do is hit the shop button. The rest is quick, easy, and pain-free, unlike what this gentleman went through some time ago, signing for you fine fans. Maybe he's developed a little bit of that arthritic condition, but he's swiftly recovered. Well, how about vinyl? Is that, I mean, you were talking about, you and I agree, like you say, we're from the same era. You know, the fact that artists were not molded by the record companies, they were allowed to flourish and go in whatever directions they chose. Many albums were so great because it's not like it was just in one vein where they're trying to box it in, right? It was,
And that was the brilliance to me. I mean, I loved the, you know, the Deep Purples and,
yeah,
you know, but like Zeppelin, for example, even Zeppelin, like you never knew what you were going to get with them.
that's right.
And, you know, they would, you know, kick you in the teeth with the Immigrant Song or A Whole Lot of Love or Dazed and Confused. But then they would turn around and do Going to California or the Rain Song. And then what's it, Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know, that's reggae.
Yeah.
And then on their later record, they did Hot Dog, which is basically a rockabilly song.
For sure.
So they just threw whatever into the pot, and I just love that. You know, so that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to just get back into, like, you know what, I don't really care about the boxes. I'll let you guys figure out where I belong.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like I belong anywhere. I feel like I could, and I think this is one of the reasons why I have this friendship now with Charlie, is because I admire what they've been able to do.
You're a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan. They can play a rock show, but they've actually done shows with people like George Jones.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go country. They're over here. They're over there, and so I just love that. Just, you know, devil may care attitude. Like, you know what? I like this song. I'm gonna record it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
Doesn't
amazing.
matter. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, full on throttle, man. I mean, you know, the future couldn't be any brighter. You know, we were talking about, you know, vinyl, I think, on the last show. And it's got, again, that's got to be mind blowing too, because, you know, I keep going back and saying, you know, that was a format that was declared dead for some 20 odd years. And here you're releasing an album, not only just black vinyl, but beautiful variations in colored vinyl. And it's, I mean, how thrilling is it to see that come back to life?
It is, which, you know, it's funny, like, it's awesome, but it kind of pisses me off at the same time, because I think of all the vinyl that I got rid of.
Yeah.
When I did the Scream album, they handed me a CD and I said, did we do vinyl? And they're like, yeah, we did some vinyl, but CD, that's where technology's going. And the funny thing is, I sent one to my dad in New Jersey, and he's like, what is this? And I go, it's a CD, Dad. It's the record, but it's on a CD. Why don't on a CD player? Give me some vinyl. So I sent him a vinyl. And then it was funny, I went to his house like a year later, and he was using the CD. He took it out and was sitting there. That's what he set his coffee cup on. So it was like a coaster. Yeah. He's like, oh, whatever. That thing looks like a coaster. But I love that the vinyl's coming back. And even with we've been this week over here, finally got new vinyl CDs, and the vinyl's just blowing out the door. And it's like, I can't give this.
This is a record you need to hear on vinyl with headphones too.
Yeah, it's really, that's the thing that I missed about vinyl, even during the, you know, CD, MP3, whatever you want to call it. Vinyl's just got a warmth to it.
Absolutely
that the other
right.
Stuff doesn't have.
That's right.
You know, so I'm digging it, man. It's awesome. And the you know, it's
The
like
packaging,
yeah, it's killer.
tangible.
Yeah.
It's a connection with the artist.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the band. You touched on it. For example, I'd lost touch with this guy, and we became friends. And I'm a big fan of him as a drummer. Troy. Troy's in the band.
And you know, it's
Force of
funny.
nature, right?
Yeah, he is genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Right.
And I initially was going to have my son do this, and my son's actually working with a band they had a couple records out, I think late 90s, early 2000s, band called
Steppa.
And my son did their new record, and then they said, hey, you want to play for us? So he called, and he goes, man, that's kind of more my cup of tea, Dad. Like, I think I would rather do that. Okay.
So you're saying your son dissed you? Is that what you're saying? In a nice way.
In a nice way, yeah. But yeah, so if he calls for money, he's not getting
He's
it.
cut off.
Anyway, he's
The
cut
inheritance.
off. No, but you know, I got it. Like, he's always been into like Seven Dust and Korn and, you know, whatever.
He's committed to his
Yes.
vision.
And so then Michael Devin was like, well, you know, Troy Lucetta lives in Nashville. And I'm like, okay. He goes, he'll do it. So I called Troy, and he was just so nice. He goes, already heard the record, dude. Count me in. I'm in.
I love that.
I love the record. And he's just been amazing. They're all so chill. That's the beauty of this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You heard me say this. I mean, being married in a band is, or being in a band is like being married without the benefits. But when you connect, you know,
Yeah.
and again, you know, it just makes everything so much better, right? I mean, at the end of the day, no stress and strain.
again, like, we all get along. Paul Taylor is super chill. Devin, Jeremy, Troy, and we just get in the car and we're just telling jokes and we're just talking about stuff, and we just laugh.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to the hotel, we'll do a show, and then Paul say band meeting, and then we'll just crack a couple bottles of wine, and we just sit there like 18-year-olds talking until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's the way it should be. The way it should be. Troy Lucetta, for those of you that haven't been on this planet for years, of course, was one of the key members of Tesla. And yeah, so I was so excited to see him in the hotel lobby, and hadn't seen. I've been trying to track him down, so it was like a reunion of sorts.
Yeah, I meant to tell you who was in the band when we did the interview, you know, but it was, you know what, I couldn't be more blessed. This record to me is amazing. I love it. I still listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of backed into this killer band, and nobody's got an ego. Nobody's, you know, whines or complains about anything. Even the first run we did in February, sorry, my answers are long.
No, you're allowed. This is your show.
We did a van tour, and I warned them. I said, guys, this ain't Tesla, it's not Winger, it's not Whitesnake. We're going in a van. And we got all done. We did 2.5 weeks, and we got back to Nashville, and everybody was like, Crab, I had the most fun I think I've had in 35 years. Like, we got to see things. We had a day off in Liverpool. We went to the Beatles Museum.
How great.
Saw the Cavern Club. And they're like, I haven't had this much fun, and I haven't gotten to see like these things that, you know, you're in a tour bus at
You live in
12 or 1 o'clock. You don't see this stuff. But we were
Sure.
traveling during the day in a van, and they were like, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we had a really good time, and we're doing it again this trip. It's cool.
It is cool, and you're going to keep doing dates as long as there's dates to be had, right? I mean,
Yes,
you're
sir.
committed to this thing.
Right at this point now, we are booked pretty solid in May and July, but dates are coming in all the time. And then I think we're coming back over. I just found out my manager sent an email out to everybody, but they're working on Japan, Indonesia,
Wow.
South America.
Incredible.
Yeah, so
And they'll embrace you in this record.
I hope so.
I think so.
You're mount to God's ears.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you need an extra, roadie or something, man, my bags are packed. I'm on board.
All right.
And
I'll remember he said that.
There we
it's
go.
on film.
Yes, it is. We can't go back. So we're here celebrating the 30th anniversary of Frontiers. This is new frontier for you, no pun intended, right? I mean,
Yeah.
How has that relationship been?
It's been fine. I'm actually just meeting everybody. Like, John Freeman, I just met him for real yesterday when I arrived. Haven't met Serafino yet. I met Aldo, John's counterpart for the label, Martina.
Yeah.
I met her last night. So I'm still trying to figure out who everybody is. But again, as the guy responsible for this record, all I can say is they were supposed to put it out in February. That I think we need to promote this longer.
Yeah.
We want to just make sure and give it the best shot. And that's all you can really ask for at this point.
That's high praise.
Yeah,
they believe in it. And and it kind of goes, it's a throwback to the era you were talking about again, like the mid 60s through the 70s, where let the artists deliver and be the creative ones, and let's not infringe on that license that they should have.
And like I said, I couldn't be more happy they brought me over here. There's like this renewed interest in John Corabi again, so I'm very grateful. We'll see how it plays out.
I'll tell you what, I mean, there's only one way it should play out, and that, for sure. Again, huge fan not only of you as a singer, songwriter, frontman, but as a person too, man. You got a great heart and soul, and man, you're keeping what I keep saying is the one common thread that we have, man, right now during these contentious times, man, and that's music. You're bringing people together. You were mentioning when you scan the audience, it's not just, fans that were with you from the beginning. I mean, it's kind of spanning to a younger generation.
And it's weird, like I'm noticing on, just even the streaming sites like Spotify or whatever, like that it's the new followers it's growing. You know what I mean? So
it's a great sign.
So I just got to keep, putting music out there, keeping everybody's interest, and do as much stuff like this as possible. And I do need to get, I want to make sure I get everybody's names correct because I'm writing my Grammy speech now.
Yes,
and I just want to make sure I give you your props.
All right, no problem, man. My name is on an index card somewhere for sure. And with that, everyone, hit the shop button. This brilliant record, John Corabi has delivered. New day, top to bottom, just an absolute brilliant record. And it's available on Talk Shop Live. I can't thank you enough again, man. You look fantastic considering what your itinerary was. I know, you came in very late.
Well, I knew I was going to do this interview, so I showered today.
Yeah, and for that, I thank you. Thank you so much for
I'm upwind. We're good.
We're good. John, thanks again, man. Great seeing you.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, stay safe. Embrace each other. Rock on. So long, everybody.